We're back at 112 West Market Street, right, Courtney, here in Warsaw, and we are at Ruby talking about some wonderful businesses from this area, and the Shuttle Shop is one of them.
Absolutely. We're going to talk to Kathy Carvey. She's got a really great piece to show us today and ways you can do it. So I'm going to bring her on in. Come on in, Kathy. It's great to have you today. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. You've got a really beautiful sweater here that one of your customers made with some yarn from your store and a pattern.
I came in yesterday and to show me her finished sweater, and I immediately said, Linda, could I please borrow that because it's beautiful? And she made this out of yarn from the shop. And it's for her husband, and I think it turned out beautifully.
Absolutely. It's really warm.
You could reach in and feel it.
I know.
I wish that you could because it's so soft.
It's really thick.
Well, but it's so soft.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful sweater. Now, is this a pattern you carry in the store?
Yes, she got it out of a magazine called Verena Knitting that I sell in the store. And it's a good magazine as far as having men's patterns. A lot of knitting magazines kind of focus on women, on children, but they always have some really nice wearable men's patterns.
This is a great example. Now, maybe the viewers aren't so experienced in knitting, or maybe they're beginners or professionals, or not professionals, but just really good. Yeah. What kind of level would this be?
I would say this would be like an intermediate level. She came in, of course she bought the yarn at the shop, and when you do that you always get help. And she did come in and I showed her how to sew up the seams, which I think turned out really well. If you can't even tell where the seam is, I think she did a beautiful job.
Now you have plenty more colors that they could do this in, and right here we have some in front of us. We got this really bright pink, which obviously would make a great girl sweater, and this green and browns, but tons of other colors you carry.
A lot of other colors, and it's really nice yarn. Oh, and a plus, it's made at a small mill in Michigan, so it's a local, our area, produced right here.
I like that. Hey, I didn't know that before. And you have classes coming up at the beginning of the year and maybe in December that the viewers can get into.
Right. I have two hat classes coming up the first weekend in December, and one's a basic beginner hat and one is a little pattern beret. They're very in style right now. Good Christmas presents. Probably show them next week. And then in January I have two really cool sweater classes getting ready to start, and I'll be showing those soon too.
And then go to your...
I was going to say, you can always find those on the website too.
We were thinking on the same line there. And what's the website?
www.theshuttleShop.net.
And your address and phone number?
The address is 107 East Market Street in Warsaw, and the phone is 574-269-9090.
Thank you so much, Kathy. Beautiful sweater, and I hope...
I didn't do it. I'll tell Linda. I'll pass it on.
Tell Linda that we said beautiful sweater, and thank you so much for bringing your product today. And we'll see you next week. Thank you. All right. Wasn't that a pretty sweater?
Yeah, it's a guy's item, which I really like, Kathy. Thank you so much. That's beautiful. Really nice. The Shuttle Shop here in Warsaw. Up next, a business that's been around since 1911. It's going back a ways.
A little bit.
Almost as far back as your grandmother, who's visiting this week, huh?
85 years old.
Yeah.
Still kicking. And
still kicking. Well, Warsaw Cut Glass is the company we're talking about, and it's only gone through a couple, 2, 3 changes of ownership since 1911, so you know the quality and tradition, the legacy is there. Warsaw Cut Glass is located at 505 East Detroit Street in Warsaw, and you really need to check out did I say east? I'm sorry, it's South Detroit Street. You need to check out their beautiful glassware there. The freehand glass cutting that goes on. Randy Kirkendall does all of that. It's a trade that was really passed down to him, a craft. And, of course, Linda, who's been on the show many times. Randy and Linda, great team, and Kathy Kreiker. I mean, they really know their stuff. If you're talking about gift items for Christmas, there's no better place to go than Warsaw Cut Glass, and you can go online at warsaw-cutglass.com.